kitchen where the magic's made. Leah and Trisha got it laid. Low-carb dishes on the rise. Healthy meals usually prize.
Hi there, we're gonna make pizza. We're gonna make Fathead Pizza. I've used Cooking with Christy many times. She's the queen, I love her. Back in 2016, 2017, I made pizza probably 4 or 5 times a week. I loved it. I loved her recipes. So it's called Fathead Pizza Dough. You're gonna find many Fathead Pizza Dough recipes. Hers is also almond flour like everybody else's, but it also has oat fiber. You will find that on Amazon. So just before you decide to make it, make sure you do an Amazon list and get everything ready before you make it. This is her book. You can also find this on Amazon. So I like toppings on my pizza. If you like plain cheese, it's great. Sausage, pepperoni, veggies, whatever you want. I personally like to saute them first and then put them on the pizza, and I like to drain them so that they don't sog my pizza up. So we're gonna start first by putting some butter in a skillet, and I'm going to, I already washed my pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my pepper. I already cleaned it, I'm gonna cut it. Cut my pepper. I'm gonna do peppers, onions, olives, and pepperoni. I like this chopper. Can you see the chopper? You can get this on Amazon also. Makes it easy. I also have 3 small onions. However many onions you want to use, there's no rule. I love onions. That chops them fast. Great. So I like to use pizza seasoning, and I have Flavor God pizza seasoning. The book says garlic, salt, and Italian seasoning. That's great if you want onion powder, if you want garlic powder and Italian salt and pepper. Do what you want to do. Paprika, whatever you want. This is sugar-free, and I really like it, so it's all in one. So that's what I'm going to do. Her recipe does call for a teaspoon of garlic salt and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, or you can find a pizza seasoning. So that's what I use. I like olives. I drained my can. I have them in water because you don't want all that extra fluid, water, juice. It will sog your pizza dough. You don't want that. You can have them on here whole. You can slice them however you want to do. It's your pizza. I tried it this way once at a friend's house when we made Fathead together, and I loved it. So this is what I do. And it makes a difference when you go to eat it. I don't know why, it just does, so watch. There we go. So I chop them up in there small. I'm gonna use a cast iron enameled pan. You can use any pan you want. I like a non-stick pan. You can do this in the microwave. I like to do it on a pan. It's 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella. I'm doubling the batch, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 cups. And then it's 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons. So that's what we're gonna start with. I've doubled it, so 4 tablespoons of cream cheese. And then 3 cups of mozzarella. I usually shred my own, but for convenience, I didn't this time. I bought a big bag, so I'm going to do 3. 2 and 3. We're going to mix that together and melt it, and then we will add the almond flour and the oat fiber. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that now so we have it ready to pour. So I'll get my measurements ready now. 1/3 cup of almond flour and 1/3 cup of oat fiber, so 2/3 of each. This is the oat fiber that I have from Amazon. There we go. 1/3 twice. almond flour 1/3 twice, and the oat fiber 1/3 twice. The oat fiber just looks like regular flour. I'm sauteing. I've already preheated my oven to 350. See how it's melting? So I keep stirring it to make sure it doesn't burn. So that's what we're working with. Starting to melt like this. Okay. It'll look like this also when you are microwaving it. Mix well, add almond flour and oat fiber and incorporate it into the melted cheese. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Gotta work fast. Sticking to the pan. To add the egg, I have an egg here. I'm gonna do one at a time. I'm doubling the recipe, so 2 eggs. I sprayed my stoneware pan. I added my olives to my onion and pepper, and I brought my pan of dough over. I'm going to plop it on my pan. You might like doing this on the microwave better. Not everybody uses microwaves, and I'm just used to making it on the stove. I always have. You could try the microwave. It's up to you. Okay. Now, she says to grease your hands to be able to flatten this out because it's sticky. So wash your hands. I'm gonna get a little olive oil. And just spread it out. It's sticky, so just pat it. Try and spread it out. You could use some parchment paper, some gloves, some wax paper, some plastic if you don't want to touch it. Okay. I'm gonna make it as thin as I can and push it up on the sides and cover every spot where I can see the pan to make sure that it's not thin on the bottom. I'm pushing up on the sides, it's a preference. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna put it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. It's already preheated. Okay, it's out of the oven and it's ready for all the toppings. So I'm gonna use, it's regular tomato sauce, that's all it is. It's plain tomato sauce. I got 2, just in case I needed 2. I wasn't sure. Now this is low carb, you're keto, and you're counting exactly 20, then you use this sparingly. But I like a lot of sauce. I don't like a dry pizza. So I used 1 can and like 1/4 of that can. I don't even think I needed all that. I don't think I needed that. Just 1 can, period. And these are 8-ounce cans. Okay, and then I've got my pizza seasoning. I'm just sprinkling. That's what gives it its pizza sauce seasoning flavoring that you need from pizza sauce, which has more sugar and carbs in it. And then Italian mayo. I'm doing olives, peppers and onions, and cheese. However you want to top your pizza. That's your pizza. You can put whatever you want on there and however you want to put it on here. Put some more. And some pepperoni. Doesn't have to be pretty. You can put however much cheese you want on it. Again, whatever cheese you want. I'm using mozzarella. Sometimes I use like a taco blend cheese. Whatever you want. It's your pizza. I'm gonna put a little bit more seasoning. This is just what I want. You do you, boo. That's what my friend would say. You do you, boo. It's your pizza. Okay. And now, back in the oven, it says until the cheese is bubbly and melted. Got it out of the oven, it's about 20 minutes. I think because I doubled it, it took longer. And I like my cheese to be a little bit browner. So it smells delicious. You got to get a look at this, a better look at this. Okay, yum. Yes. Now she's pretty, but how does she taste? I want a corner piece. Ooh. This is so good. I just cut a little square out, put it on the plate, and took a bite, and it is so good that I do remember now why I used to make this like 4 to 5 times a week. I got burnt out because I made it so much, but I'd say the first year, literally, I made it 4 to 5 times a week. Make you some. You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. Thanks for watching.
In a kitchen where the magic's made, Leah and Trisha got it laid. Low-carb dishes on the rise, healthy meals usually prize.